Tough fight, you think? Or
Very, very tough fight, this.
I think the only chance you really got against Gervonta is if you've got pop yourself.
You shouldn't say that.
Why?
Look what happened to Munguia.
No, I think Lamont Roach is good. He's slick boxer.
I think Tank's going to make a statement.
You know, you've got to be, I think, elite level, and I don't think Lamont Roach is elite level.
I'm going to Tank Davis, KO round 5.
I'm going to go round 6 KO. Tank.
Gervonta is that good.
Welcome back to Boxcast. Today we're going to be speaking about the upcoming fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, taking place on the 1st of March 2025 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn in the United States. And it's for the WBA Super World Lightweight Championship. Start with the tail of the tape. So Tank Davis has a perfect record, 30 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. He's had 30 fights, 28 wins by KO. He's age 30. He's 5'6" tall, 168 centimeters, 69-inch reach, 175 centimeters. This is a lightweight, which is 135 pounds, 61.2 kilos. And he fights out a southpaw stance. Lamont Roach has a 25 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. So he's had 27 fights in total, 10 wins by KO. He's age 29. He's 5'7", 170 centimeters tall, 68-inch reach, 173 centimeters. And he fights out of an orthodox stance. Thoughts on this fight?
It was meant to happen in December, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Still don't know why it got cancelled.
Well, it's been, I think at one point Tank Davis put out a thing as well in it to say this fight isn't going to happen on social media. And then they pulled it all and said, no, that's not real. So it's taken a bit of time to get there. So hopefully it'll go ahead. And we can watch. Do you think this is, because if you look at the fight, the type of fighter Lamont Roach is, he's like a sort of a skillful, technical, slick fighter in Tank Davis fighting. And if you look at who Shakur's fighting, which we've got a video on, if we haven't dropped it yet, it's Floyd Schofield, who's a bit more like a, pressure fighter. Do you think they're both warming up for the fight between themselves, between Tank Davis and Shakur?
Nah, this is a massive fight, this.
Mm-hmm. I think we should mention they've known each other from younger. I think they've had fight when they were in when they were still young, like 15 and below that. I think Tank Davis won, but so they do know each other's styles, and then they've sort of gone on separate paths. Tough fight, you think? Or
very, very tough fight, this.
Mm-hmm. It's quite close.
Very tough fight, but
should we make a case for both of them?
One of them can shine.
Yeah. Well, Tank Davis normally shines. I think it's a really good opportunity for Lamont Roach to, well, he becomes a superstar, I think, if he beats Tank Davis, isn't it? So.
Yeah, he does. No, I mean, no. I think it's going to be a tough fight if Tank wants to make it a tough fight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see. I think it's going to take Tank a couple of rounds to get to get his distances, and then I think it'll be full steam ahead on once he starts throwing in combinations.
I can see this being pretty similar to the Frank Martin fight.
Yeah.
I mean, Lamont Roach is slick, so he's going to box a bit.
Yeah.
Which normally most people, Gervonta Davis normally takes a bit of time. He downloads the info, and then when he's got you, bang, you're done.
I mean, I'm saying.
I think it's going to be quite similar to that.
Yeah, I mean, we're saying it's a tough fight. Is it really? Let's be honest. Are we actually thinking that Tank could get beaten this?
No.
No. Let's be honest.
Well, the thing with Tank is he's always got that pop. And when you've always got that pop, you've got a chance of winning. So even in the 12th round, and he doesn't normally, like his power doesn't seem to fade over the rounds.
No, it doesn't.
And he is quite good defensively. It's not that easy to hit him. So as good as Lamont Roach is, who I think is a good boxer, he's very skilled.
He's been beat before, hasn't he, Lamont Roach? Mm-hmm. Was that by Jamal
Herring.
Yeah. That was down at Super Feather.
130, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The judges had it a bit wider as well, in 117, 111, 2, and 115, 113, one of them. So, so it's not that close. It's not one of those contentious ones.
No, he just got...
And he's had a draw as well against Orlando Cruz. Split decision, just draw. So I think they had it both ways and then won the same. So... The thing is, if you look back at his opponents, they're not of the caliber of the people.
Lamont Roach will have to be at his very, very best, plus another 100%.
Yeah.
To beat Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against Lamont Roach.
You need Gervonta Davis to have a day off.
It's just, I just think Gervonta's that good.
Yeah.
He's like a peacock when he gets in that ring and he spreads his feathers and you know it's his ring.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like anyone's going to beat him. It just looks like he owns the boxing
it's like Frank
ring.
Martin. Frank Martin was probably winning most of the rounds and then it's a bang turn.
Yeah, and
it's gone.
He can do what he wants. He's just a super talent.
It just takes some time to download your info. Once he's processed it, then it's gone. Because it's a fairly close fight with Frank Martin. I think most of the judges had it like 67, 66. The rounds, an 8th round, then he's just knocked him out. And it's like, yeah.
It's like I'll do it when I want.
Well, he doesn't rush it. I think he just waits for the opportunity because he knows he's got that in the locker.
Yeah.
And like if you look at the people, it's just like you have Frank Martin, Ryan Garcia, Hector Garcia, Rolando Romero, Isaac Cruz, Mario Barrios, Leo Santa Cruz, Yuriakis Gamboa, Ricardo Nunes, Hugo Ruiz, Jesus Cuellar, Francisco Fonseca, like everyone. All right, you might not know some of them, but that's going back, and he's beat all of them. KO. The only one Isaac Cruz took him to, but yeah, he's like tough as a pit bull, and that was a close fight. But
it wasn't a close fight.
It's close-ish. Well, there's 115, 113, 115, 113,
I had
116,
think about 6 rounds of Davis.
So, yeah. So should we build up Lamont Roach? Let's make a case for Lamont Roach.
I can't. You can't really, can you?
Do you reckon? What do you think is? Because he hasn't. I was just looking at the KO. He's only had 10 KOs in 27 fights. So I think the only chance you really got against Gervonta is if you've got pop yourself.
You should say that.
Huh?
You shouldn't say that.
Why?
Look what happened to Munguia.
Yeah, but that guy had pop.
No, he didn't, because he only had about 3 knockouts. And everyone was going, oh, he's not a puncher yet. He sparked him clean out.
But if you watch most of his fights, he's a boxer. Lamont Roach.
Look, he's a really slick boxer.
The problem is, can you box like that? Outbox Gervonta Davis for 12 rounds.
Who did I see him fight against?
So that's the problem. And if you look at when he's fought like really high level people, it's been like split decision or a tough, thing. And then he's got his loss and his draw as well. So
I just can't see anything but a Gervonta Davis win.
Yeah. But let's make a case for Lamont Roach. So basically, the case for Lamont Roach is, yeah, you're going to get beat.
You know, he is a slick boxer. Can he outbox Gervonta Davis? Yeah.
But for 12 rounds, that's the problem. Do you see him getting a KO win? In any universe, any version of the multiverse, we see him getting a KO win. I mean, other than Munguir and Saras, but, you know, out of all the fights we've done, that's probably the one that we've got. It's completely been wrong.
Yeah, he can get a KO win. Is it likely he'll get a KO win?
It's probably like 0.01%. Let's give him a bit credit. 0.1% chance. Let's see what the...
I like Lamont Roach, I do.
He's a good boxer. I think he's just in and against somebody who's a levels above.
Yeah.
Right. The betting odds are minus 1 to 20 for Tank. So minus 2,000. And you get 8 to 1 plus 800 for Lamont Roach.
Massive odds.
And the Box Lives one is basically 96.4% Tank Davis KO win and 92.73 by KO.
Well,
and they've got, and Lamont Roach is 3.6% win, and that's 3.6% though by KO. That's a bit surprising. And then Tank's is 3.6% by decision. So basically, yeah, I don't think there's much of a case for Lamont Roach.
I'm going for Tank Davis KO round 5.
Would you be in shock if Lamont Roach won? Would it be a huge upset?
It'd be a huge upset. That's why I'm going for Tank round 5 KO.
Should I go for round 4 or should I go for round 6? I'm going to go round 6 KO Tank. Then it gives me 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 12 more rounds to win by. No, I think Lamont Roach is good. He's a slick boxer. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time for Gervonta to work him out. And then he's just going to turn it.
I don't
think it's going to take that much to get rid of him. Actually, has he ever been down, Lamont Roach?
I think it's going to make a statement. I think Tank's going to make a statement.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what have you got? Round 5 KO?
Yeah, round 5 KO for
KO.
Mr. Davis. I'm sorry, Mr. Roach, but I just can't see you winning this one.
We're with the crowd and we think...
Yeah, you're going in against a pound for pound top guy here.
Well, the power, it's the equalises everything. You can be in whatever round. Even if he's losing the fight, he can pop you and it's done. And usually his defence is pretty slick. He doesn't get hit that much, so it's quite a hard contest to... you've got to be, I think, elite level, and I don't think Lamont Roach is elite level. He may be world level, but I don't think he's elite level, and Tank Davis is. So, yeah.
There we go.
Right, so, yeah, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on this. Are we completely ruling him out, or are you with us on this, that it's unlikely to go any other way? Should we see if he's in the rankings? What rankings have we got? Right, so obviously Tank Davis is numero uno in the ring. Who we got? Let's see. He's not in the top. Yes, I don't think he's in the list of people on this. And I think Lamont Roach is stepping up, isn't he? Because he's a super featherweight. That makes it even worse. Right?
That's what he said.
He's 130 pounds. I'm just trying to look at him in lightweight, but he isn't in the lightweight rankings. Let me find him in super featherweight. He's number 4 on Ring's super featherweight rankings, below Kakache and Foster and Navarrete. Yeah, I think that even makes it worse for me then. Yeah. Maybe I should go round 4.
Too late, you said
Too late, I said it. Okay, right. On this, there's a few other fights on the event. Let's have a look at those. So there's a super lightweight fight for the WBC World Super Lightweight Championship. This is the division, I think. We've got a few British fighters in this interest. So there's Alberto Puello versus Sandor Martin, which I think is the title defense for Puello at the WBC title at super lightweight. Just give me a second. Bring that up. So super, yeah, because Dalton Smith is the number 2 on that. So I think there's an interest there, and then Isaac Cruz is number 3. So it's potentially fights for them afterwards. So let me do the tailored tape for Mr. Puello and Sandor Martin. So Alberto Puello has got 23 fights, 23 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. He's won 10 of them by KO. He's aged 30. He's 5'9", 175 centimeters. He's got a 71-inch, 180 centimeter reach. It's a super lightweight, which is 140 pounds, 63.5 kilos, and he fights out of a southpaw stance. Sandor Martin has had 45 fights, 42 wins, 3 losses, 0 draws, 15 wins by KO. He's age 31. He's 5'8", 172 centimeters, with a 69-inch reach, 175 centimeters, and he also fights out of a southpaw stance. Yeah. Thoughts on this?
Tough fight to pick a winner.
Yeah, Sandor Martin, experienced Spanish fighter. And
tough one to pick a winner. Good fight.
Mm-hmm.
I
think Dalton Smith will be watching closely.
Yeah, it's a very, very good fight. I'm leaning towards Sandor Martin.
That's interesting. I'm leaning more towards Puello.
Yeah, I just think Sandor Martin's, he's got more. I just think he's a better boxer, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is going to happen? How do you think this is going to play out?
It's going to be a little bit cagey to start with. I don't know why we do. Everyone says that though, don't they? It's going to be a bit cagey to start with, and then it'll, the fireworks will get lit. But no, I can't see it being a bit cagey. But I can see sort of.
Well, I think they're both on the boxing side rather than the knockout artist side.
Yeah, but I can
Sandor
see,
Martin is a bit of more.
Yeah,
both. Puello's a boxer.
I can see
Slick.
Sandor Martin taking over, getting on the front foot, and troubling Alberto Puello. I don't think Puello's gonna have enough tricks up his sleeve, if you like. I think Sandor Martin, he's had about 48 fights or something. What did you say?
45.
Yeah, he's had a lot of fights. He knows his way around the ring. He's been in with some tough people. He knows how to win, knows how to grind out a victory. He's got reasonable power. So yeah, for me, I'd lean towards him on a.
I think he's got some. He's been in NTO and other people like that, isn't it? So
he's
definitely got the more experience, and he's been in with different kinds of fighters. I just think Puello's gonna. I think there's going to be a little bit of a boring fight. I think Puello's just going to outbox him, so it'll be a close points decision.
You're going for points for Puello. I'm going for points for Sandor Martin.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be.
But
I think they're both experienced enough with it.
It's going to be a good fight, this though,
Well, I'm hoping it's. I'm going to be. I'm saying it's boring on the point that hopefully it isn't. So I don't jinx it. I'm jinxing.
I think there'll be a lot of punches thrown. So
yeah.
I think it'll be a good fight.
Both of them are quite busy boxers, so it's not like the Cattrall and Barbosa Jr. type stuff. Although Barbosa does throw a lot. So I think they'll throw, and then it's just whoever is better on the night. I think Puello just is going to steal it, but you've got Sandor Martin. I think it'll be there. But an interesting fight because it's obviously the outcome is important for who's going to be fighting who.
Definitely.
And it's obviously for the WBC belt, so there's a good importance for that. And then we have another super lightweight fight between two others in this. So Jose Valenzuela and Garry Antuanne Russell, who are sort of contenders in that.
Well, Garry Russell just lost his last fight. Lost his belt.
To Puello. So that's why it's relevant. Although split decision. Although I think that's because Puello got docked a point, didn't he, for holding or something in one of the rounds. Round 8, 9? Round 9, yeah. So...
Again, this is another tough one, this, because to be
They're
honest,
all close fights.
I don't. I think Garry Russell should be taking care of Jose Valenzuela. He should have took care of Alberto Puello, to be honest, but he didn't.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it's...
But I think he takes care of Jose Valenzuela. I think Garry Russell got a little bit... I think he's got way too much for him. I think that Southport style will cause him huge problems.
Well, they're both southpaws.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. No, not wait a minute. Let me do the Taylor tape for it. Well, I should have missed that, didn't we? So Jose Valenzuela has got 14 wins, 2 losses, 0 draws. So 16 fights in total, 9 wins by KO. He's age 25. He's 5'8", 173 centimeters. And is 70-inch reach, 178 centimeters. Actually, let me get that right. He's 5'10" and 178 centimeters. I think Box Live has wrong information again.
Well, on Wikipedia, he's 5'9".
So yeah, it's a difference between 5'8" and 5'10". Box Rec has him as 5'10", so we'll use that as his height. So 178 centimeters and a 70-inch reach, 178 centimeters. It's a super lightweight fight. It's 140 pounds, 63.5 kilos, and he fights out of an orthodox stance. And you've got Russell is got 17 wins, 1 loss, 0 draws, 18 fights in total, 17 wins by KO. He's age 28. He's 5'10", 178 centimeters, and he's got a 69-inch reach, 175 centimeters. And he fights out of a southpaw. So yeah. Now that we got that out of the way, yeah. I think Russell's going to have a pop to get rid of him.
You see, because I've got Alberto. Why do I think he's a southpaw?
I thought he was a southpaw, but it says...
That's why.
He is a southpaw.
Yeah, that's why. I don't think he's come up against many southpaws, has he? Southpaws against southpaws.
Southpaws against southpaws, interesting.
Usually a good fight.
Yeah.
But I just think Garry Russell's going to have a little bit too much for him, a bit too much power, ring generalship, and he needs a win. Garry Russell, after losing his belt, if he wants to get back, he needs to win and take care of this kid pretty quick. Well, not pretty quick. In good style. Puello. Jose Valenzuela. He hasn't really got a lot to lose in this fight.
No.
He really hasn't. I don't think he's expected to win.
Well, go on, carry on while I'll find out the odds. What odds have we got? I'm interested to see in this.
Like I say, I don't think he's expected to
His
win.
favourite, actually.
Is he?
4-5. Oh, we're close. So it's 4-5 minus 130. And you get 1-1 on Garry Antuanne Russell. So plus
Love a 1-1.
100. So, but that's on the betting. But if you go on like Box Live's predictions, it's 27% for Valenzuela and 73% for Russell, which is what I'd expect.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
73% win by KO for Russell and 27% win by decision for Valenzuela.
Yeah, I just think I just got a feeling Garry Russell's gonna.
I think it's a bounce back match, and I think he's going to bounce back.
Yeah,
and I think he's got enough pop to outdo Valenzuela's boxing. So, yeah, I'm with you on this. I think Russell by KO in round 7.
I put round 7 as well.
Oh, we'll go.
We'll both have it. Yeah. Let's see if we're both right.
I think it's just he'll warm up, and I think
it's going to be a good fight, though. Yeah. I think they'll both go for it.
Yeah, well, like you said, I don't think Valenzuela's got anything to lose. No. So I think he's going to put on a good show. I just think Russell, once he starts getting a little bit tired, I think Russell will catch up with him, and he's got the pop.
He is a good boxer, Garry Russell.
And I think he's going to... well, I think they're even on boxing, but I think Russell's got the pop.
And I think
that's the advantage.
The winner of this faces the winner of Puello, Sandor, Martin.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I think they're in the title contention thing. It's back, Russell back to wherever, or Valenzuela, whoever wins is back in that
mix.
Yeah, of the fight.
So it'll be good. Very, very good.
And they're sort of, both of them are sort of in the rankings for the top list, which is obviously going to move.
Yeah, I think all of them are, like I say, they're all good top 10 fighters, so nice to see that they're all fighting each other. I like that.
Yeah.
Good card, this.
Yeah, there's a good card. Well, I think everybody's stepping up, like we said, with the Saudis picking their thing up. Everybody's picking up cards.
It's a really good card, this. I'm really looking forward to this.
Up-and-coming fighters in the other contests in there as well.
So yeah, it'll be good.
Seeing as we're doing super lightweight, should we do the other fight in this video as well? Instead of doing a separate, this Subriel Matias is fighting again as well. So on the same day, but on a separate card.
Yeah.
Against, so it's Subriel Matias versus Gabriel Gollaz Valenzuela as well. It's trying to confuse us with two Valenzuelas. I'll do the tail of the tape for this as well. So there's, it's Matias has won 21 fights, 2 losses, 0 draws. So he's had 23 fights, 21 wins by KO. He's age 32. He's, I hate to say it, but I'm going to check just a big case before I do his height. It says 5'8", 173 centimeters, which I think is correct, but I'll just double check it. Subriel Matias. Brought up all of them, but not the right ones. Subriel. Yeah, that's the one we want. So yeah, 5'8", 173 centimeters, 71 inch, 180 centimeter reach. This is 140 pounds as well, 63.5 kilos, and he fights out of an orthodox stance. And Gabriel Valenzuela, I'm just going to double check, has got 30 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 34 fights in total, 17 wins by KO. He's age 30. He's 5'10", 178 centimeters, 73 inch reach, 185 centimeters, and he fights out of an orthodox stance. So it's Cuban, Puerto Rican versus Mexican, and it's taking place in Puerto Rico on the same day, on March the 1st. Yeah, another opportunity for Matias to get back on.
Yeah, the knockout king, the powerhouse.
Yeah.
He's one of the... He's going to win by knockout, or he's going to lose on points.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. That's usually what happens.
And I think he wins by knockout on this one.
Yeah.
And then I think he goes...
He's back in the mix.
Yeah, big time then.
Yeah.
I can't see much trouble in this fight, to be fair.
Yeah.
I know I've said that before, but I really, really can't.
Well, I think you've summarised it in the first part. That it's basically, he's going to win by knockout because he's caught up to him. If he catches up to him, it's going to win by knockout.
He is a knockout.
And the only way really getting beaten him is doing what Liam Parrow did, which is outbox him for 10, 12 rounds.
But I think he might have learned a little bit from that.
Well, he was better in his last fight.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned his last one. So, yeah. And the odds of this is, he's 3-10 favourite, minus 330.
Yeah.
And it's 5-2. So 250 plus 250 for Valenzuela. And then the Box Live one is 100% KO win for Subriel Matias. So
yeah. I like I say, I think it's only going to take him 3 or 4 rounds to catch up with
I think
him.
if he catches up with him, it's basically done.
No, that sounds boring, but sometimes these quick fire fights are exciting. I just don't see... I don't think Valenzuela's got enough skill
to hold him off for that many rounds.
It's not even just hold him off, to win.
Yeah.
I still think, I think Subriel, even though we knock out artists, I still think he's a better boxer as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I think he's got a bit with Parrow. He got a bit too much into that. I'm just going to win by knockout.
Yeah.
And when you frustrated him, he didn't change enough in the fight. But hopefully, like you said, he's learned from it, and there's enough there in other parts to be. He can outbox and knock this guy out. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm not sure we can make a case for.
Are you going to pick a round for him?
Yeah, go on. What should we have? Round 4.
We're on fire today because I picked round 4 as well.
You've already written it down. Yeah.
We're getting synced, lad.
Yeah.
Very good.
So not bad. Yeah, hopefully it'll be fireworks out of the straight off because he does seem to start and then I think it's just a matter of time. He catches him enough, bang, it's out.
I think he
over.
wins it pretty easily.
So yeah, some good boxing.
Bigger, better things for him after this.
Yeah, well he should be back in the mix then. So
big fight after that.
So
because he is exciting.
Yeah, he's good to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Few good fights there then. Few good fights.
Few good fights. It's a good card and then
good cards.
Super lightweight, like we said, is a warm division. Lightweight is warmed up now. We've got a contender in there. And I think we are. Let's see what's coming up. There's a few fights. What are we going to do next? Nick Ball, TJ Dehaney, 15th of March.
In Liverpool, isn't it?
Well, I think next week we've got obviously our epic undercard.
Yeah.
And event, epic event in for Bivol Better BF2 with all the undercard fights. Lamont Roach and Tank Davis is the 1st of March. I think there's a break in the week between. Well, we need a break because we're going to recover from all the stuff. And then from the 15th of March, it kicks off again because you've got Nick Ball, TJ Dehaney. There's going to be
Fandora Booker, Zepeda Farmer, Jeron Anastanionis, Eubank
Cambosis
Ben,
Junior's fighting.
Cambosis Junior. There's a good female card on that as well,
There's a few in between, good cards in it. And Fandora Booker, you've said. I think, and then there's a few fights on there. And there's probably some missing off this list anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, they're making a lot of fights at the minute.
Yeah, there's a few missing.
Hell of a lot of fights. We'll have Dillian White, Joe Joyce. That's not too far away.
Well, it's filling up. And there's going to be, and then I think April, May, we've got, there'll be other Riyadh one. Well, Riyadh season going to be in May.
It's got Lawrence Okoli, Richard Riakporhe.
Yeah.
just to sort out the British lads. Never mind.
I think that's on the White v Joyce undercard, isn't it?
It's like all heavyweight card, isn't it? I think.
Alam Hanuli is going to be fighting. So Johnny Beck on the same day. I think that's on the 5th of April.
Yeah.
It just Anastanionis, and there'll be an undercard on there.
Yeah, huge fights.
Eubank Jr. and Ben, and then all the undercard of that: Yard and Arthur, Smith, Liam Smith, and McKenna, Billum Smith, Glanton, Riley, Clark. So you've got a good undercard there, and then Canelo versus Skull from May.
I think it's the Munguia.
And Saras Munguia rematch.
Yeah, he's on there as well. So yeah.
So,
great times.
Yeah, Kakache Lee Wood on the 10th.
I like that fight, by the way, Kakache Lee Wood. That's going to be superb.
Oh, well, we're talking about Murataya, Abdullayev and Murataya for the vacant IBF World Lightweight belt.
We'll do the
interim.
Yeah, we'll do the Kakache Lee Wood because I think that could be fight of the year.
Yeah. So yeah, and I think His Excellency just released like a tweet or whatever thing and saying, yeah, watch out, there's loads of stuff coming.
Can't keep up with him anymore.
It's going to be the best year of boxing. So yeah,
mind blown.
So yeah, keep watching. Let us know what you want to see. Let us know what you think of these fights.
All good fights.
All good fights. Have we written off Lamont Roach? Do you think he has a chance? What do we think of Tank Davis? Alberto Puello and Sandor Martin. Who do you think's in there? That's obviously WBC contention for super lightweight. And then you've got the other super lightweight fights. Valenzuela and Antuanne Russell. And you've got Subriel Matias and Gabriel Valenzuela. So probably mixing up names, but you know who I mean. So yeah, have a look and see. Let us know what you think of all of those. Like, subscribe, comment, all the usual goodness. It helps support the channel and helps keeps us going. Gives us more motivation to make more videos.
Gets me out of bed.
It gets Simon out of you've got to like and subscribe so we get Simon out of bed.
It was a late one last night actually. So
yeah. Well, we had two, isn't it? Watching the morning and watching the evening, and then it was getting quite long. So yeah, let us know all your thoughts, and we shall see you. Shall we see you next? Yeah, we're dropping all the next week fight cards. I think there's 3 or 4 left.
Yeah, put your comments because I do like reading them, and I will reply to a few of them if they're.
I mean, they're all epic fights, so let us know what you think.
Yeah, it'd be really good.
Interaction.
Get your thoughts,
and then we'll be doing the after videos of them next week.
I really want to know what people's thoughts are on Gabriel Zhang. That's my topic for the week. Gabriel Zhang. Forget Bivol Better BF. We'll sort that one out in a couple of days. But give me some comments on Gabriel Zhang. I want to know what you think.
Because that's an intriguing fight, a matchup. Okay, see you in the next one. Thank you very much for listening and watching.